Happy Christmas Eve, everyone. With the release of Mufasa, we now have 5 Lion King films. So today, I thought it was time for me to stop and rank all 5 Lion King films, rank from the worst to the best. Please know that everything that I will say in this video is just my very own opinion. My name is SW Nation, and you are free to comment down below your very own ranking of all 5 Lion King films, ranked from the worst to the best, just like me. Or you could just do your favorite. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter and that TikTok link. Those are in the description, as well as that Mufasa review. That link is also in the description as well. Tell me down below, what did you guys think of Mufasa? With all that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into our ranking. Kicking off our list at number 5 is Lion King 1.5. I'm pretty sure a lot of people actually enjoy this movie. And you know what? As fun as Timon and Pumbaa are, I'm not a big fan of this film. If you didn't know, the premise of this movie is the Lion King film, but told from the perspective of Timon and Pumbaa, because you only know one half of the story. As in, you only know Simba and Mufasa's story, but you don't know what Timon and Pumbaa were doing before they met Simba. And you know what? I think that's fine enough, but it's not good enough, if you get what I'm saying. It also retcons a lot to suggest that they were there the whole time during Simba's birth. It's weird. They work as a nice spice to the films. That's why I really liked them in Mufasa, because they were a nice spice. They weren't overdoing it. And when it comes to leading a film, they kind of annoy me a bit. But I must say, I love seeing teenage Simba, and if the film was about them struggling to raise Simba, a lion, two animals that are prey trying to raise this predator lion, it'd be way higher up on the list. Number 4 is the 2019 live-action remake. This film was a gimmick. The novelty of seeing the beloved classic on screen again in this live-action format allowed for the parents who wore out their VHS copies to take their children and experience this epic story. But you lose something special when you're going for more photorealism, as in the emotion and color when musical numbers happen. They're not emoting. It's very awkward. It's very weird. And it's just a bunch of animals just running around. It's a nice nature documentary. It looks gorgeous on screen. In fact, this is a visual achievement, technologically wise as well. But it's basically a shot-for-shot remake with this incredible technology that doesn't add anything new. But you know what? I enjoy it. I enjoy it enough. It's not the classic. But you can't go wrong with the shot-for-shot remake of one of the greatest animated films of all time. Also, I think the voice cast here is actually pretty good. They're trying in some scenes, but I also think that the scenes in Timon and Pumbaa's jungle are actually pretty fun and clever. I mean, of course, it wouldn't just be those two in that huge area, and it kind of makes the world just a little bit bigger. It's not an abomination. If you want to watch a Lion King film, I would suggest watch the original. I would rather watch the original, but hey, each time I rewatch this remake, I like it a little bit more. Coming in at number 3 is The Lion King 2 Simba's Pride, the first direct-to-DVD sequel. I remember being a kid and being so stoked to see that there was an actual sequel to the first film, and I still enjoy this movie. It's less grand and epic as the first film. The animation is not as great, but they brought back the cast, which is pretty nice, and they substitute all of the epic and grandness scale. They substitute that with the story of redemption, revenge, and romance. In particular with Kovu and Kiara, who I just think are really great characters. They also expand the lore a bit here, how Scar was just in contact with these other lionesses as well, and how Scar just has apprentices. I just love seeing King Simba and how he has the pressures of not only living up to his father Mufasa, but to also try and be different from Mufasa and his struggles to do so. And also trying to be a dad, trying to be the protector of a kingdom, and also trying not to make the same mistake as in trusting someone like Kovu, who is basically like Scar in a sense, who almost has the same face. I also really like the relationship between Kovu and Kiara. I don't feel like it's rushed. I think they kind of perfectly pace it throughout. These are just two characters that are from different worlds, but they come together. It's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet style way. And I think just the best thing about this film is Simba's pride. Simba trying to be king, trying to be different from his father, but in doing so, he ends up becoming just like him. And by the end, the villains kind of change Simba's mind a bit, which is all the more clever and all the more great. My runner-up at number 2 is Mufasa, the Lion King. the newest addition to the Lion King franchise. Barry Jenkins, Oscar-winning director, freaking cooked with this beautiful story about the rise of a kingdom. You get all of the kingisms inside of Mufasa, and it's just, you kind of get emotional. You get this feeling of epicness and grand scale when you see Mufasa take on the mantle of king. It's insane that Disney not only allowed but trusted him enough to tackle this film like an animated movie. There are sequences and visuals where your breath is literally taken away with how good it looks. There's a spiritual feeling about this film as well that gives us that mature storytelling that we got all the way back in the 90s. I think the voice cast is pretty great. Aaron Pierre as Mufasa is pretty good. I think Kevin something Jr., he's great as Taka, and you really kind of buy into their relationship as brothers, and you don't want that rift to happen, but, you know, it happens. There was a time in the movie where I thought they shifted Taka's personality too quickly, but then they kind of course-corrected by the end of the movie, and I forgave them for that. I think that's not where the issue is. The issue is really with the music. I love Lin-Manuel Miranda, but the music really isn't the best. The songs aren't memorable at all, and they also just kind of feel like leftovers from Encanto. Overall, though, I absolutely love this film. Check out that review. That link is in the description for my full thoughts on it. Mufasa is a great prequel. It is worth checking out. If you like the 2019 version of Lion King like me, you're definitely going to enjoy this one. Was there any doubt? Coming in at number 1 is the original Lion King. It's the OG, the classic, telling this Shakespearean story of kings and succession, death. Besides the nostalgia of watching this on VHS multiple times, before Disney Plus was a thing, I had this thing on VHS. I was watching this thing religiously on VHS growing up. The grand themes of this film resonate to many generations. The songs are memorable and the lines are quotable.
Jeez, why do I always have to save your...
The animation is striking and beautifully drawn, becoming timeless in a sense. I mean, this film truly has everything. It's one of the Disney's crown jewels, and it was the B project. Pocahontas was the project that they put most of their money and time and effort into, and Lion King was the B project. And thanks to fate, it became a masterpiece that raised generations such as myself, such as my brothers, such as my sisters, such as my mother. This is why the Lion King has to come in at number 1. Alright guys, that is it for the ranking. Please know that everything that I did say in this video is just my very own opinion, and you're free to comment down below your very own ranking of all of the Lion King films, right from the worst to the best, just like me, or you could just do your favorite. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter and that TikTok. Those links are in the description, and also that Mufasa review, that link is also in the description as well, like I said before. And with all that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Peace.